So earlier this year, I ended a relationship and cut off an engagement from a great man. He was a good man. He loved God. He was a praying man. He loved and adored me. He was there for me. He was handsome. He was well educated. He didn't have any kids. He checked all the boxes. But there was still something missing. And I just knew that I could not go through with this marriage. There was just something that did not connect. I felt that there should have been a connection between he and I in order for me to be his wife. And so I cut off the engagement. And it was so difficult because he was a good man. It's easy when a person is not good. You can justify why you cut things off. But when a person is truly a good person, it's hard to explain. So I found myself trying to explain it to family and friends, and they were asking me a whole bunch of questions that, I could not say, exactly why, other than the fact that I just did not feel the connection. There was something that was not there that I needed to be there in order for this to be my husband. And so I stopped trying to explain it, and I just trusted my decision, and I went on. But then I got an epiphany, and it was just like, have you ever been shoe shopping? And you saw a nice pair of shoes and it's like, ooh, I love the color. I love the style. The heel is the right size. And it's a reasonable price. Like it's on sale and it's a good shoe. But then when you approach the shoe, you see that it's a size 6 and you need a size 7. Does it take away from the fact that the shoe is a good shoe? Does it take away from the fact that you're getting a great deal for the quality? Does it take away from the fact that the heel is still the right size? It doesn't matter. All of that still makes the shoe is still good. But if it's not your size, it's not the shoe for you. And so that is what I had to accept. Yes, he was a good man. But what that feeling was is that he was not a great fit for me. It didn't take away from who he was, but it was just confirmation that he was not a good fit for me. And that leads me to say that some of us are trying to force relationships when we know they don't fit. It doesn't mean that the person is not good. It doesn't mean that they are not good-hearted people. It just means that they're not a good fit for you.
Hello, welcome to Reactions and Reviews. I'm your humble host, Eze. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the show.
I ended a relationship and cut off an engagement from a great man.
That's what I'm talking about. It's about to be 2023. Who wants to be married to a great man these days, right?
Before we dive in, I start breaking it down. I need your help. Take a second to subscribe. Some of you guys already know my YouTube channel is new. I started it 4 months ago and I'm trying to grow it. So please hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell to let you know every time I upload a new video. Help me by sharing this video and also by commenting. Okay? And now, without any further delay, let's get it.
This is no hate towards this lady. I'm just using her video as an example of what I'm about to say, but I am going to hit some key points. There are women that get on this app every day and they complain about how they men treat them like and how the pickings of good men is very short. This lady come across a man who is everything that she needs, but she lets him go because of some like small connection or something, she said. No one comes as a perfect person. No one. That man was willing to marry that lady because he was willing to compromise, because I'm sure that there were some things about her that he didn't like also. Ladies, when you get older, you start to realize that, listen, you could compromise with that 5%. Don't be picky.
But there was still something missing.
What's the something, baby? What's the something? Because you sitting here saying it was something. You know exactly what it was. See, a lot of times we don't like to tell the truth, because if we tell the truth, then we become the villain. This is why when your family began to question you, you couldn't deal with them questions. I kept trying to explain. No, you knew exactly what it was. 1 + 1 is 2. Very simple. You didn't want to admit it, baby, because you're the villain. It's you. You never liked him like that. He was never your forever. Tell the truth. I swear the truth set you free. It's called accountability.
And cut off an engagement from a great man. He was.
Truth be told, this is not actually very surprising to me, especially when it comes to women in our community, the Black community. Unfortunately, a lot of our Black women, as great as they are looking for a perfect mythical creature that does not exist on earth. That mythical creature, that perfect man, his name is Jesus, and he lives in heaven. So we look at this, and you have a woman that effectually has been stringing a man along for a great amount of time, because if you wasn't attracted to this man, if he wasn't husband material, and you say you're a woman of God, God would have already told you this. Women say that they have intuition. Why is it that you only have intuition, ladies, when you get pregnant or when it comes to making a decision to move forward with a marriage? Why didn't she know she wasn't attracted to this man way back when? Not surprised.
I ended a relationship and cut off an engagement from a great.
Hey, my love, I'm going to admit to you that I'm struggling a little bit with this. And we'll use your same analogy. You see, even if you go to see these shoes, these wonderful shoes, you try them on in the store, right? And you realize in the store that they're not a fit. You don't take them home, wear them a couple of times, and then all of a sudden be like, you know what, I'm going to take them back because they don't fit. You already knew they didn't fit at the very beginning. So then the same thing is how I'm thinking applies to this situation. You knew at least 30 days in to dating this young man that he wasn't a fit. But you managed to make it all the way to being engaged to him, to then decide that something is wrong.
I don't know if this is true, but in my opinion, I believe that she just wasn't ready for it. She wasn't ready to live up to the standard that he presented for her because he checked off all the boxes. And she realized that it would be a lot more pressure on her to be this, great standard of a person because he's such a great guy. And she just couldn't handle it, which is why she walked away from a great man who checked off all the boxes.
And cut off an engagement from a great man.
These be the same women that come back on social media complaining about, where are all the good men? These guys out here are trash. Clearly stated she was engaged to a good man. Why do y'all women do this? Y'all have good men and y'all leave all the time. Then y'all get these no good men and then complain. Make this shit make sense, please. Like, having something good is just not enough. You always want more. You always want better. You got something good and it ain't good enough for you? Come on, mama.
That will wrap it up for today's episode. And thank you for joining me. So please leave a comment below. If you agree, if you disagree, it doesn't matter. Leave the comment below. And also, you tell me what you want me to cover. You tell me what you want me to discuss and what you want me to react to. Okay? And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you on the next episode. Please don't forget to subscribe. Let's rebuild the Black nuclear family. It is needed. Okay? God bless.